All right, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Too Easy.
Jay Francis.
And we back again with another reaction to all the bullshit and all the craziness going on. NBA edition. So I didn't think we was going to be making a video so quick, but I mean with stuff going on in the NBA and certain basketball players being polarizing as they usually are, we're back again. So today we're going to be talking about KYRIE Irving. And if you don't know what's going on, the vaccine situation, KYRIE Irving does not pretty much want to get the vaccine, doesn't believe in the vaccine. People close to him are pretty much speaking anti-vaccine rhetoric. And from what the reports are saying is that KYRIE Irving, because he's a part of, the NBA PA, Players Association, so he's trying to pretty much crowdsource and galvanize like some other people in the NBA who agree with him to try to combat the rules or the mandate that you're going to participate in home games in New York, and I believe it's in California as well too. You have to be vaccinated or you won't play the home games. Kyrie is doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. He actually did not show up to media day today, which is usually a telltale sign of exactly some of the bullshit that's going on.
Exactly.
So yeah, if you don't know about Kyrie, fantastic basketball player, one of probably has the best handles in basketball history. Like if you are standing in front of him trying to guard him, he is going to bust your ass probably 99.9 times out of 100. So phenomenal basketball player. That's never been the issue. It's basketball stuff.
Exactly.
It's always the shit off the court that takes away from him. So let's just go down the timeline with Kyrie Irving. So Kyrie, when he was in Cleveland, missed a lot of games. Even before LeBron came there, a lot of games, had chemistry issues. He had issues with Dion Waiters. He had a lot of injury issues. I mean, that's out of his control. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he probably, better training, but who knows his, workout regimen, right?
Right.
So yeah. Then LeBron goes there. They win a championship. Things are all kumbaya. So you think.
Right.
And then a couple years later, maybe I think a season later or 2 seasons later, maybe, he decides that, he wants to work on his craft. I don't know if anybody remember that.
Yeah.
Worked on his craft. So he wants to leave now. Fracture the championship contending team that he was on to branch his own path and be the #1 guy on his basketball team.
Did you speak to LeBron James or talk to LeBron James before you and your representatives met with ownership and let them know that you wanted out?
No.
Why not?
Why would I have to?
I'm not implying that you have to at all. Chances are, if you don't speak to somebody about it, they might take it personally.
Yeah.
Do you care about that at all?
No.
So he gets traded to the Celtics. Everybody thinks, the Celtics, because they went to the Eastern Conference Finals without Kyrie. So now they're definitely championship or bust, right? But then Kyrie goes there. They're not championship or bust. In fact, he fractures the locker room. People on the players, now if they haven't told me this, but just from what I've been reading, don't really particularly like the guy.
Wrote a piece, and she quoted former Celtics Cedric Maxwell. He is, of course, now the team's radio analyst, but a legend as well around those parts. He said, quote, "This group was the most dysfunctional team I've seen since 1983, when we had 4 Hall of Famers on our roster and got swept by the Milwaukee Bucks. These guys never found a way to be on the same page." What do you think when you hear that?
I mean, let's call a spade, right? It's true. We were dysfunctional,
Right?
Yeah.
He makes weird quotes about his teammates saying like they don't have what it takes to win, or I call LeBron and apologize because now I understand like what it takes to win, and I'm trying to tell it these guys and they just don't get it, even though they went to the Eastern Conference Finals prior to Kyrie getting there. But then once he gets there, they get bounced out the second round. And then after that year, he immediately wants out. Doesn't re-sign with the Celtics. He goes to the Nets because with hopes he's going to team up with Kevin Durant, right? So that does happen. And the first year, because KD was hurt, because, I think he tore his Achilles, right? Tore his Achilles. Kyrie, same shit. Different team now. He's acting the same way towards his teammates. He's missing games. Some because of injury, some because of attitude, some because of personal reasons. But what was that year? That was a weird year, right? When it happened, the bubble.
The bubble,
That was the bubble year. So it's like, okay, bubble year, whatever. And then he opted out of doing the bubble because he thought something seems fishy
Yeah, he tried to stop the. Yeah, I remember. He tried to stop the league for a while, and yeah, he was campaigning and doing a bunch of shit.
Exactly. So he didn't want to do it, right? Because he wanted to focus on, the Black Lives Matter movement or whatever, social change, which is fine, admirable, cool, whatever. I don't know why you couldn't do both and play basketball. There were other players who did both, but hey, to each his own. Whatever, to each his own, right?
Exactly, right.
So fine. Fast forward now. New season, they get KD's healthy, then they get James Harden. And what happens the entire season? Kyrie's nowhere to be found. Kyrie is missing games. Not because of injury, not because there was a death in the family or God forbid, something like that. No, just personal reasons. And then later we find out it's because of mental health reasons. He just needed a break and whatever. Now, to me, again, I'm not an NBA player. I don't know what NBA players go through and deal with. I don't think that's a good enough reason, but hey, to each his own, right? I would at least think you would, if you were going to do that for mental health reasons, you would tell your team, so your team could at least speak on your behalf. But every time they asked the GM and the coach what's going on, they said, I don't know. Now, they could have been lying, or they genuinely don't know. I would take the latter based on your history. So now, I've given at least how many scenarios? At least 5, 6 scenarios of Kyrie Irving being a chemistry issue, being a detriment to his basketball team due to whether it's injury, whether it's personal reason. Now,
you can add Coach Kill into that too, because he definitely got Kenny Atkinson fired.
He definitely got Kenny Atkinson fired. Kenny Atkinson, keep in mind, prior to Kyrie going there, they were a playoff team. No one expected the Nets to even make the playoffs in the East at that time. But Kenny Atkinson's got them to the playoffs.
D'Angelo Russell.
With D'Angelo Russell as the best player.
Right.
Let that marinate.
Right.
You see what D'Angelo Russell doing on the Minnesota Timberwolves now, right? Okay. Just want to hope everybody remembers. You saw what he did on the Warriors.
Right.
Just want to remind you. He won with that guy. And then Kyrie gets there and you think, right, your team would improve. No, they actually got worse. So now, fast forward to now, James Harden's healthy, AD's healthy, Kyrie's healthy. And you think, in order to be successful this season, all everybody got to do is be on the same page, not cause any issue, just be focused on the task, band together with their team chemistry and win, because they were so close. Maybe some people argue they were a Kyrie injury away from winning a championship, right? I don't really believe that shit, but it is what it is. Right. That's what people believe. But now, their championship hopes may be in jeopardy. Why? Not because of injury, not because of death in the family, not because of anything like that. It's because Kyrie Irving doesn't want to take a vaccine, and not only does he not want to take the vaccine, now he's going on a campaign going against the vaccine. I hope Kyrie, while he's doing all this, I hope he knows the mandate to be vaccinated or not play home games. It's not an NBA rule. The state of New York is telling you you have to be vaccinated or you can't participate. So I don't know how he thinks he's gonna wiggle past that. Now because I know a lot of this shit, there's so much. Because for some reason now, people can't be on the fence and be neutral these days.
Yeah.
You either got to be anti-vax or you got to be pro-vax. And if you're pro-vax, you can't just say, you know what, I took the vaccine for my own personal reasons or whatever, or I didn't take the vaccines for my own personal reasons. Not only you gotta do that, you gotta attack the next motherfucker who's opposite from you.
Right.
If I'm vaccinated and you're not vaccinated, I gotta tell you how much of a piece of shit you are for not being vaccinated. And flip, if you vaccinated and I'm not vaccinated, I gotta tell you how much of a piece of shit you are, or a dumbass you are for taking the vaccine because you don't know what's in it. You don't know what, and it's so fucking stupid because ultimately at the end of the day, bro, it's your life. If let's say you take the vaccine and it kills you down the line, that's a cross you're gonna have to bear because you made that decision. If you didn't take the vaccine and you fucking die down the line, then that's your fucking business and your life. The idea of hopping on Twitter or hopping on social media and trying to drag other motherfuckers into your decision and attacking them, it's so stupid to me. Now, I got vaccinated. My brother got vaccinated. We did it based on our research and how we personally feel that we think it works. But again, I've been saying in this video, to each his own, my nigga. I'm not gonna force you to care about your health or care about your life. I could be wrong. I don't know. I use my research and I think I'm right. But guess what? I could be wrong. So guess what? I ain't gonna be the nigga to tell you to do the shit and then you end up fucking yourself. So I don't know your body. I don't know your health. That's why I recommend talk to your doctor. But guess what? None of that shit has to do with basketball right now. What happened? What the big reason why people are up in arms about Kyrie is because it's not just because it's the vaccine. It's because it's always something. It's always something with this dude.
If it's not chemistry, it's not doctors, if it's not Ramadan, if it's not it's gonna be something else.
Damn, you said you left your team for personal reasons or whatever, and then people saw you on a Zoom call, my nigga, a Zoom while they were competing in basketball games. You were on a Zoom call. Like I don't see how
Nigga sitting like this.
just chilling.
Yeah.
Like fam, come on, bro. I'm just done with the Kyrie thing, and I don't even want to say I wish you best. Like I really don't. I don't understand that dude. I wish that other people would speak on his behalf because I don't get it. I don't understand it. I feel like they're just enamored with how great of a basketball player is. And you know what? Maybe he's a great dude off the court. He's just one of those weirdos, and that's what the type of vibe he kind of gives. Because I mean, he believes in a flat Earth and too. Like, so he's always been like, and I don't even think he really believes it. I think Kyrie Irving is just a contrarian at heart. This is just the thing.
He just wants to be the smartest nigga in the room, and he never is.
Fam,
That's what it is.
So I just don't get it. So the question, because I know I've been rambling. I know I did this shit in the last video, but I'm gonna pass it to you. If you were Kevin Durant, right? And I'm sure, granted, I know KD has said like he don't give a fuck about all that legacy shit and all that, but he does. He does. Any real hooper, you care about it. I mean, you just hooping just to get a check.
Right.
You care about legacy. You want to win. You want to win the championship. Right. You can't tell me the way he was playing all those minutes that he didn't want to win. He wants to win.
Yeah.
So if that's what's on your mind and you want to win and you actually have a strong opportunity to win,
exactly.
How do you respond to the situation with Kyrie?
One, if I was KD, I would have told him to get the vaccine. One, they already told you to get it for the team and all that shit. Now, if we're at the point where now they're asking questions about it, he can't even say nothing, he's on an IG call or some shit like that saying, okay, I can't do this or that, right? Then at that point, you have to be like, bro, either tell them you're not gonna take the vaccine or we're gonna start the process of getting your ass traded. We're trying to win. We cool off the court, that's fine. But nigga, we all trying to win at the end of the day. Last year, you got hurt and you've been doing some wrong. You did a whole bunch of bullshit that cost us games. We could have beat
Not to say Ramadan is bullshit. Ramadan's not bullshit, but just it's tying into some of the antics that he's doing.
The bullshit he was doing.
No disrespect to the Muslims.
Yeah.
Ramadan's not bullshit, but yeah.
But you get what I'm saying. So you were doing a whole bunch of shit last season that cost us title. A lot of people, I even heard, KD himself actually say like, oh, we could have won if some things didn't go our way or whatever. So that shit does not have to happen this year. And if it does, you're getting traded. Period. And that's what I feel like that's real. Like I don't think that's disrespectful to say. I feel like it's being real with your homeboy. Like, this is a business at the end of the day. If I'm trying to win, I'm trying to win. You saw what happened with Russell Westbrook and James Harden. They still cool, but I mean, they told them straight up like, yo, I can't play with you. I want to win at XYZ. So they both probably dapped each other up and like, all right, bro, we both out. We both gonna go our separate ways. I feel like you gotta do that, Kyrie, because there's no logical reason to take turmoil and take like dysfunction when you don't have to. Like, it's the same situation with Andrew Wiggins, right? Yeah, exactly. Where it's like, fam, like, I could be cool with you and love you, but fam, how are we going to be a successful basketball team if you cannot play in any of the home games? So even if you're not even if you are traded, okay, we're not gonna have you anyway if you stay. So I get it how people feel about this vaccine thing. I get it, bruh. To me, I don't think it's that deep, but other people, it is. I get it. Yeah. I don't know what type of research y'all doing, but again, to each his own, bro. I just feel like, I'm sure when Kyrie twisted and sprained his fucking ankle, right? He went to the fucking doctor and he got his opinion to heal him, right? Exactly. But now when it's about the vaccine, he can't go to that same doctor and get advice too. Everybody else on the staff, I don't know the other players, but I'm sure a majority of them, like probably at least 90% of them. But the trainer, the coaches,
Everybody else on the staff, they're all vaccinated. But you think the doctor that's trying to get you vaccinated, you think he's gonna have you take something that's gonna fuck him up?
Like that's what I'm saying. Like how Kyrie operates, it's like I'm above everybody else. Yeah, y'all can do that shit. Like it's the same thing he said to the media. Like, oh, y'all are pawns and da and this and that. We're above y'all or whatever. It's just like who the like. It gets to a point, it's like it's a constant mentality. Oh. Clearly, you think you're the special outlier anomaly out of everybody else that's been in the world. Where it's like, nigga, you think you're the first person who didn't want to answer questions from the media? You think you're the first person that didn't want to play because of personal reasons? You think you're the first person that didn't want to take a vaccine? Everybody did. Like, I can give you an example with the NFL. You remember Cole Beasley, the dude from the Bills? He didn't want to take the vaccine. He said, yada yada, forfeit or whatever. What happened? He played Sunday, guys. He played Sunday. So you know what that tells you? He just took the vaccine and shut the fuck up. Exactly. At the end of the day,
especially when he violated COVID protocols, got fined. I bet you all that shit changed, right? Yeah. But listen, at least he was man enough to stand up, to sit there and explain why. At least do that. But for you to be like, to be on this shit and not even give an explanation as to why you're doing some of this shit, this is what, now you can, either you give a fuck or don't give a fuck, that's fine, that's you. Right. But you can't be surprised why you get killed in the media or you get killed on social media for some of the stupid shit you do. Because it's stuff that you could just easily rectify, bro. Like, there's plenty of people who ain't vaccinated, but it's always, whatever issues other people have, you have a way of going about it the most dickhead way. And I just don't understand why. It's never that serious. Nobody will fault you if you came out and said like, bro, because of my mental health, I just need a break from basketball. A lot of stuff's going on racially and whatever. I just need a break. Well, nobody kill you for that. But instead, you just dip. You just dip. You ghost. Don't say shit. And then you're surprised. And then you're mad. And why people are questioning, where is Kyrie Irving? Right. Like you're nobody. Like you were fucking 12th man and nobody should question you. And then like this narcissism, this idea that's like that you're like above everybody else. It's like, how dare you question my logic? I'm just so on a higher wavelength than you. It's like, and then the shit you say, it's never that profound. It's never that deep. Maybe it's smart to niggas who are dumb, but my nigga, we ain't dumb. It's just like, and unfortunately, that's the general public. So it's just, we all looking at you like, huh?
And usually if it doesn't make sense to you, it don't make sense.
It don't make sense,
and that's what it is to most people.
I'm just tired of these fake deep people, bro. Like, it's not that deep. The vaccine, bro, get it, don't get it, fam. But just do your own shit in your own house and shut the fuck up. It's not that deep. Right. But now, nigga, you holding your whole fucking team hostage? It's like, my nigga, bro, it's just frustrating, fam. I don't know what KD would do. If I was KD, bro, I mean, you still got James Harden, so he's probably like, man, I don't give a fuck. Kyrie could be here, Kyrie don't be here. Right, I'm gonna handle my business at least as long as I got one of y'all, I'm good. So he might kick it that way, but I would just tell KD, like, you had one of them. Now you can say James Harden was hurt, he was limping, but look at y'all's history last year. One of y'all are always unavailable. Something's always gonna happen. When's the last time, KD, you played a full season without missing games? These games are gonna be important. The NBA is better. The East is better. It's more improved. These games are critical, and you just saw it. So if you don't talk to your homeboy, you can have that same replay of the Eastern Conference semifinals and you carrying the fucking load again and going home, because these teams ain't playing with you, bro. And if he wants to go on a campaign, fine, bro, just retire. Be an activist, do whatever you got to do with it. But fam, you are becoming bigger than your game now. I just don't get it. But again, like I always say, best of luck, and I hope you figure it out. We'll keep you guys updated on this shit, and hopefully, hopefully this dude change the whole opinion and realize this isn't the NBA. This is the government. Like, they're like, I don't know if you're gonna go to the Supreme Court, go see, like, I don't know what you're gonna do to bypass some of this shit. But you're not gonna be able to play home game. You have to get vaccinated. It is what it is, bro.
Yes, bro. You can't finesse your way out of everything.
You can't.
That's what you try to do.
So. But yeah, I hope you liked the video. Comment, like, subscribe if you liked it. If you don't, comment, like, subscribe. We still don't give a fuck. So thanks for watching.